ओम शांति। ठंडा ठंडा बोलते हो, ओम शांति। अच्छा, सभी ने बोला। कोनों में क्यों बैठते हो?
Why do you sit in the corners? There's so much place in the front. Those sitting in the corners and at the back, it's such a bad habit. Nirmala Ben, why don't you get them to change? What are you doing at the back? What do you do there? There's so many chairs in the front. Come closer, closer, closer. Anyone from Gyan Sarovar who's free, they must be listening to me, so you can also come. Gyan Sarovar brothers and sisters, whoever is free, it's only for half an hour, you can come. Is that okay, Nirmala Ben? Does everyone know about this talk? Who's come in the last 4 days? Can you put your hands up? In the last 4 days. Very good. Who's leaving by the 7th? So many of you are leaving. Meera Ben told me to come, so I've come. Because I wanted to meet those who are leaving and those who have just come. But it is just for half an hour because I want to talk about what Baba has been teaching lately. I am just getting this feeling that if we bow with humility, Baba will put that garland of completion on us. That's all that's left to do. Even if you have all other virtues, but truth and humility, you need 100% of those two. That's why I've run here to talk to you. I've come with a lot of love. Baba's coming tomorrow and it's Shiv Jayanti. Baba always says, well, we say, Baba, it's your birthday, so congratulations. And Baba always in return says, children, you are born, so congratulations to you. It's a wonderful birthday of both the father and the children. Because this is our birth of dying alive. Tomorrow it's your birth of being dead but alive. Day after is Thursday. Tomorrow is Baba's day, Wednesday. Actually, Shiv Jayanti is on Thursday. So what are we all going to do? How are we going to make this life successful? We might have died alive, but how will we make it successful? We only have this one birth to make effort. All the other births are births of our reward. This life of effort is very wonderful. Just like Mama and Baba, Brahma and Saraswati, made such effort that they became Lakshmi and Narayan. Even the world doesn't know about that. Even those who make temples don't know about that. Trustees don't know about it. Even people who go to get darshan at their temples, they don't know about it, but we know about it. Baba has given us so much knowledge, so much understanding. How did he give it to us? Don't ever say now, I don't know. From today onwards, no one should say, I don't know. I don't know how I made this mistake. I don't know this. I don't know that. I don't know what the address is. I don't know. In Hindi, pata, the same word for to know, is also the word for address, someone's address.
संकल्प करती हूँ, प्रतिज्ञा शब्द मैंने 40 साल पहले से छोड़ दिया था.
I stopped using this word promise for the last 40 years.
जो प्रतिज्ञा करो पालन न करो तो मन खाता है.
Because if you make a promise and you don't fulfill it,
इसलिए
then
अनुभव है.
your mind feels bad inside. That's why I have this experience. Just make a determined thought and it will happen.
ये अनुभव करना सभी.
So experience this, all of you.
जो बाबा ने परसों मुरली चलाई थी.
Baba spoke the Murli day
संडे की मुरली शिव जयंती
on Sunday. That was the Shiv Jayanti
सबने ध्यान से
Murli.
सुनी होंगी.
Did you listen to that carefully?
ये मैंने मुरली पढ़ी वहाँ.
I read that Murli.
पता नहीं कहाँ पढ़ी.
I can't remember where I read it, but anyway, I read it.
बड़ी खुशी हुई. हाँ नहीं मोहिनी बहन ने पढ़ी.
Oh, that's right, Mohini Ben read it.
मोहिनी बहन ने वहाँ पढ़ी संडे के दिन.
She read it on Sunday.
कितनी वंडरफुल मुरली.
It was a wonderful Murli.
तो जो बाबा कहता है ये तो मुख्य बात है. जैसे आज बाबा ने कहा लोग तो भगवान को
Today,
ऐसे
Baba
करके
said,
याद करते हैं.
people remember God
तुम तो
up there,
देखो तुमको पढ़ा रहा है.
but He's the one who's teaching you. It's wonderful.
हमको सामने बैठ
He
बिठा
sits
के
in
पढ़ा
front
रहा
of
है.
us, He makes us sit in front of Him, and He teaches us.
पहले कहता है बच्चे.
First He
फिर कहता है
says,
पढ़ो.
children, then He says,
अभी
study.
बच्चे बने बच्चे हैं.
First you become the child,
कहता है, आंगन तो बड़े हैं तुम्हारे.
because your organs have now become big, so you're big children.
आत्मा ने सिर्फ कहा बाबा.
And the soul just says,
तो
Baba,
टीचर बन गया बाबा.
and he becomes the teacher.
अभी सिर्फ आत्मा ने बाबा कहा ना.
The soul just had to say Baba, and he became a teacher for it.
टीचर बना तो क्या करता है?
If he becomes a teacher, then what does he do?
तो श्रीमत पर चलना पड़ेगा.
Then he says, you have to follow Srimad. So he then becomes the Satguru.
उसको उसके लिए तो खेल है.
For him, it's just a game.
तो कैसे आज शिक्षा दी? ये नहीं कहो मन
Today,
सुख दे सकता है.
He said, don't
वो दे
think
सकता
your
है.
mind will give you
परंतु
happiness. He will give you
श्रीमत
happiness.
जो पालन करते हैं
It's
उनसे
the one
सुख
who
देता है,
follows
दिलाता है.
Srimad that he
श्रीमत
gives that will get
सुख
happiness.
देती है.
Srimad gives happiness.
तो श्रीमत से सदाई जीवन सुखी.
Through Srimad, your life will always
तो
be
आज
happy.
भोलानाथ शिव जयंती
So
के लिए
today, for
ये
Bholanath
वरदान
Shiv
ले लो बाबा
Jayanti,
से.
just take this blessing.
शिव जयंती है सुखमय जयंती.
Shiv Jayanti means a happy
गीता जयंती
birthday.
है नष्टो मोहा बनने की जयंती.
Gita Jayanti, or the birth of the Gita, is when you become
ईगोलेस बनने की
detached. It's when you become egoless.
जयंती. निरंकारी नष्टो मोहा बनने की जयंती है ना.
It's to become incorporeal and to become
इसी संगम
detached
युग
from
में
everything.
बाबा ने नया जन्म भी दिया. पालना भी
In
दी.
this confluence age,
पढ़ाई
Baba
भी
has given
पढ़ाई.
special study,
प्राप्ति
special
इतनी
birth,
कहते हैं औरों को सेवा करते चलो.
special nourishment. And he says there's so much
इतनी
attainment from it.
प्राप्ति
So much attainment.
पालना और पढ़ाई से
Just through his nurturing
तो
and through his
प्राप्ति
study.
सेवा करा रही है.
And so it is that attainment that you
पहली है
get that does
पालना.
service. First, he sustains you, he gives you
एक मुझे
nourishment.
याद है जब पालना की बात याद आती है.
When I think about
हमको
sustenance,
कराची
then
की भट्टी याद आती
I
है.
remember being in Karachi and the bhattis there.
फिर यहाँ जो बाबा के अव्यक्त होने से
And then after Baba became
बच्चियाँ हुई.
Avyakt, we had bhattis
जिन
then
तुम
too.
आप अपने उसमें थी ना.
Rajni Ben, you were there, weren't you, at that time?
ये अपन संतोष बहन आप उसमें थी. अपने भट्टी नहीं की है ना.
Santosh Ben, you don't remember
Rajni
that
ने
time,
की
do
है.
you? Rajni does.
चंद्रू ने की है.
Chandru
जयंती
Ben
ने की है.
remembers,
शीलू ने
Jayanti Ben
की है.
remembers, Shilu Ben would have done
उस
that.
भट्टी से वो निकले हैं.
They all came
सेवा
out
पर.
of that bhatti and they
Vedanti ने
emerged for
की है.
service. Even Vedanti Ben.
हाँ? निर्मला बहन
Nirmala
बच्चियाँ
Ben?
कैसी थी.
What amazing bhattis
बाबा
they
अव्यक्त
were.
होने के बाद उस
After
भट्टी
Baba became
में
Avyakt.
हमको ये अंदाज लगता था एक महीना.
In those bhattis, we used to feel just one more
सब
month
ऐसी
is
भट्टी
left.
करे. जैसे
Let's
कराची
do
में बाबा ने हमको
bhattis
पालना
for
दी.
one whole month. And Baba
अभी
did the
मेरी
same in
भावना ये
Karachi in
है.
the early days. Now my
इस बारी
feeling
हम
is,
मधुबन में आए हैं. आप मधुबन
this
में
time,
आए
you
हो.
know, you've come to Madhuban, I'm
अपने
here.
लिए अपन को ऐसी भट्टी कराओ.
So just have a bhatti within yourself.
ऐसी भट्टी
Such a bhatti
जिसमें जन्म मर्जीवा नया
in which you are reborn. You have very good study. It's wonderful. And your sustenance, you get so much spirituality through it. You get God's love. In spirituality, in that feeling of spirituality, you can pull God's love. When you are spiritual, you get a good feeling within you. And then you are able to pull God's love within into the soul. And so much love gets filled in the soul that the soul becomes a rose. And the thorns that we had, they completely fall away. You just become a rose. Before you were a little bit wilted, but now you're a rose flower that's blossoming. And there's never one rose flower alone. There's always lots of them together, and each one is unique, each one is different. When I used to go to the rose garden in London, we had a very nice rose garden, and I used to look around. And no rose was exactly like the next one. They're slightly different, but it's a rose garden. Roses look similar, but there's always a little bit of difference between them. But they are roses. So today Baba said, the number one effort, become number one effort makers, don't become number wise. Baba never says number wise, Yad Pyar and good morning. He said number one children. So we all have to go into number one, which means you really have to say good morning nicely to the Father. Let there never be a day when you don't say good morning properly to Baba. All the things that you should pay attention to, who's going to remember them? All the things that you should pay attention to so that you become number one. So your record is very important. If you want to keep creating a good record, then have regard to say good morning to Baba with love and respect at Amrit Vela. And by saying that, you will be doing yajna service throughout the day. You will have that feeling of renunciation throughout the whole day. And you won't want any respect from others. You won't want praise from others. It should just be very few words, but said in such a way that no one forgets you. Not such words that hurts anyone else's mind or her heart. And then that one never forgets that, do they? The one who gets hurt, they never forget it. They'll keep remembering that same thing. Because he got hurt from me, didn't he? So let no such words emerge from my mouth. And if I do it by mistake, then in 1 second, just say sorry. Don't say, I didn't do anything wrong. I said something with a lot of understanding. That person just got hurt. No, don't do that. That person didn't have the strength to listen to you. It doesn't matter. Somebody was having a chit-chat with me, just like you all chit-chat amongst yourselves. And so that person sent what I told them to someone else, and somebody responded to that. It was a very nice response. Remember, Baba once said, just have mercy, don't give teachings to people. And so this is something that someone wrote down in their notebook. And then someone asked me a question. saying, if you have mercy on someone, the other person doesn't know that you've actually had mercy on them. You haven't taught them anything. You just had mercy. The other person doesn't know that you've done that. That person doesn't know that they've even made a mistake if I just keep having mercy. And so I just explained what I meant. I said, neither do I have mercy, nor do I give teachings. Baba is the one who has mercy. For me to think I have had mercy, no. Who am I to have mercy on someone else? Everyone's ways and means, everyone has to look at how they have to have salvation or create salvation for themselves. Baba has told us that, and Baba is still giving us that. Baba knows and the child knows. It's between the two of them. My job is just to give cooperation with love and with truth. That's all. So with truth, with love, and with cooperation, we can come close to one another and we can learn from one another. We don't have to teach one another anything. We just have to be cooperative with one another, stay close, and make sure that no one ever leaves and goes far away. Sakar Baba did this in a practical way. He never let any child go far away for any reason. If he stays close, if he's in good company, if he keeps hearing good things, if he's within good behavior, he'll be safe. Wherever we are doing service, no matter who we are living with, it is our duty, no matter what happens, we still have to stick to the truth, to love, to humility, and keep bringing souls close to Baba. And make sure that for no reason that person is pushed away from Baba. If we stay careless and that person moves away from Baba, this is our mistake, not that person's mistake. It was because I was careless, I didn't look after them, I didn't care for them. It's my mistake. It is my job, my work, that if anyone makes a mistake, it will become okay in time, it doesn't matter. Baba said in the Sakar Murli the other day, the sign of a yogi, what is it? What's the sign of a yogi? Patience, maturity and understanding. Patience, maturity, understanding. To suddenly become impatient and say, you haven't understood this, you always do this. No, this is my mistake if I say that to someone. Even to think in that way or to say it, this is my mistake. That's why have good and pure thoughts, elevated thoughts. Inculcate them into your life. And one who pays attention to these, Baba will see this is a quality soul who is coming up to my level. He is one who is following the way that Baba wants us to follow. And Baba makes such a child an instrument to uplift or to give happiness to many souls, to help other souls realize what the truth is. These days, I was on a tour for Delhi, and whether I was in Bombay, wherever I was, I just feel, just keep this feeling. Everyone should keep this feeling, and there's a lot of benefit in it. Today, the blessing, it will come true, it will be practical. As we go about, so are the blessings that we receive. Yesterday's blessing was we have just inculcated, isn't it? What a wonderful blessing. We should not let our feet touch the dust, the dirt of this world at all. That's why angels' feet are always shown up above. Even our little toe shouldn't touch the ground. I never used to like dance before. These days I see people dance so well. I feel like dancing with them because they dance with so much love, you know. Before I never liked watching dances. It was in Delhi, not in Bombay, in Delhi, that I saw two girls doing very beautiful dancing. And they asked me to sit there and watch. But I just sat there and I watched them dancing. And then Krishna came in amongst them. And Krishna did such beautiful dancing amongst those two girls. It was very lovely, wonderful. And all three sisters, I gave them a lot of love. So what is service? It's just to get together and dance together. And people should see that and become so happy. Even if they don't meant to be there, they'll sit down to watch that. And they should feel like dancing with you themselves. Baba has so much love for you double foreigners. If he has that love, then what return are you going to give to him? Even today in the Murali, Baba said, how much love should you have for such a father? How much love? And if we love him, then what will he do? He'll embrace us, give us a hug. We love him through our eyes, through our smiling face. Baba can't stay without giving us an embrace. What else do we want in our life? If Baba gives us a hug, Baba takes us in his love, so the return of tapasya is just to completely be merged in Baba's love. There is nothing else in our life. Whatever you think at the end is where you will go. That'll be your destination. And so ours should be that we should just remain merged in Baba's love, just like Dadi. She always stayed merged in Baba's love. Today, do you know, they're going to offer bhog for Dadi? Did you know that? Dadi Gulzar is especially going to do that. She's going to get a message for Dadi, from Dadi. Why do we offer bhog? It's been 25 since Didi left the body, and many didn't take her sustenance. But all the sustenance we've got from Didi, Mama and Dadi, that's why we're offering bhog. So we should have such respect, such value, such appreciation. What's the English word for qadr? It's sort of like a lot of value and appreciation. So I want to know what exactly that word is in English. If you have such value for something, we have to give the return for it. The soul will feel, I want to give a return for it. Baba is such that he gives 10 times what we give him. If we do a little bit more, he gives us 100 times more. We'll do a little bit more, he gives us 1,000 times more than what we do. But we still have to value and appreciate what he does. So we should really have that appreciation for how much Baba has given us. And I must never get stuck in any limitations, in any limits. My center, my area, my this, my that, my this, my student. No, my, it's not good. Baba says, leave that my. Leave that I. If I say I, then that one will not become Baba's. What Baba has given me, if I say this is mine, I will not be able to use it. Baba says, I make the one who is a monkey into one who is worthy of being in a temple. What is a monkey? A monkey is one who says, I and mine. If this I and mine would completely finish today, in the next 24 hours, till tomorrow, if we all get so ready that there's no more left in anyone, not even name or trace of I-ness, you'll be able to see it in someone's drishti. It'll be wonderful. There will be absolutely no arrogance left, ego left in that one. You'll be able to see that. You wouldn't even be able to. Sorry, that person would be so peaceful, so loving. What would happen if we all became like that? Baba would give that person incognito strength. Baba says, destruction has already happened. You saw it in your visions, now you'll see it with these eyes. You will see destruction with these eyes, and you'll also see establishment with these eyes. These eyes you have at the confluence age, how many visions they will have, how much they will see. Brahma Baba saw visions of destruction and establishment 72 years ago. And look how much establishment has taken place since then. Baba said, till destruction takes place, Baba will keep teaching you. You don't have greed to go to Satyug, I know, but you'll be the ones who will rule there. Those who are helping with establishment here, the more you become a service helper for Baba, at this time, you've stayed with Baba, you've got so much sustenance, and you're helping others to develop the same. You're making others like this, like yourselves. And from around the whole world, Baba's children are coming together. Baba says, what a wonder this is. In Shiv Jayanti, very few Bharatvasis comes because they like to celebrate in their own place. Double foreigners instead do come, so clap on that. You all come to celebrate Shiv Jayanti here. Because you've died alive and it's your new birth. You get so much sustenance, you get so much teaching, so you want to meet Baba face to face, and you get so much strength by meeting Baba at this time. Baba said, to celebrate means to become. Do you remember that? To become. So one who wants to become, all day you should just believe what Baba says. They accept what Baba says. They put it into their lives. Okay, do you want me to say anything else? Oh, one more thing. It's something that's valuable or useful to all of you. There's a deep connection between your heart and your mind. If there's something in your heart, your mind can't stay in that much happiness or pleasure. You can't go into the depths of knowledge then and churn with your mind. So in your heart and in your mind, give self-respect place to sit. Give self-respect place to sit in your heart and your mind. Because you have less self-respect, you can't give respect. You become a miser in giving respect to others. This is a very important thing. It's not a point, it's just a thing that I want to tell you. It takes 1 second to understand it. It takes a second to come into your own self-respect, the self-respect Baba has given. Let nothing else go into your heart. No matter how much anyone defames you. The soul must not accept it because your self-respect is so high. And The Father loves one who has a heart that's full of self-respect. Baba says, hey soul, child, remember me, that's all. He says that he whispers it into your ear. Forget everything anyone else says. So don't even try to forget. You should just forget it automatically. Nothing should be remembered. Then what happens is that one who stays in their own self-respect finds it very easy to give respect to others. It's automatic. Even one who defames them, they want to just give them respect. What a huge, honest heart you'd have to do that. They defame you and you give them respect. I was just talking to someone about this in Shantiva. Someone was saying they interfere, they do this. I said, no, keep quiet. Just stay in your own self-respect. They said, oh no, but I said, no, keep quiet. By staying in your self-respect, you learn to keep quiet. I saw Baba. He never said anything, and if anyone said anything, quiet. Let the one who has to defame you come in front of you. Baba, just by hearing their tone, would not say anything. He would just give more respect. Dada, come. And the one who was going to defame him, he knew it. He would say, Dada, come. And by some way or another, one who was going to insult him. Once in Bombay, someone came, and he was younger than Baba, but he had so much arrogance. Baba had just come from the hospital and he was sitting like this. Baba sat on the floor when he saw him, and he made him sit on the chair. The poor man, he was so embarrassed, so ashamed. And that was someone who had been defaming him for so long. And Baba has improved the lives or uplifted the lives of so many. We have to become like that. One who stays in self-respect will always be the one who gives respect. He'll become such an example in front of others. Somehow, if you give support to those people, you don't throw them aside. To say, oh, I've seen the way this one behaves, I can't move along with them, throw them aside. No. Whose language is this to speak in such a way? Just think about it. You know how to think about everything else, but you don't think that to say such things, to think in such a way, to look at someone like that, this is not our job. One who's going to come in the golden age will never think like that. Understand this today. So, nobody has given me a good list of what the people who are going to claim a good status will do. To say, this one's not good enough and I can't work with them, they can't work with me. No. Whose tone is this? Who said that? You said it for yourself, didn't you? You're actually saying it about yourself. You're not talking about them, you're talking about yourself. That's why Baba says, those who are like Brahma will come in the golden age. The silver age souls will come number-wise. Golden aged ones are ones who are the dynasty of Brahma. One who has in their throat, one who is born from the sun in the throat, is one who will go in the sun dynasty. They're the direct dynasty. So, these sorts of bad words should never come out of our throat. Our throat should just have true words come out of them. And anyone who comes in front of them, they should forget their bad feelings and they should just start to dance with us and sing Baba's praise. Because that's why Baba says in the golden age, who will dance with Krishna? Who will do ras with Krishna? It's those who are like him who will dance with him. And those who are not like that won't be able to come into Golden Age. So what will you do? Will you dance in the Golden Age? It's only now when you can meet on that level that you can dance in the Golden Age. So it's when your bhavna, your feelings from the heart are such. There should not be one soul for whom I say, it's difficult with this one. This word difficult should not ever come out of my mouth. This is known as being merciful for yourself and to give blessings to yourself. Om Shanti. Acha, my brother Kul is come. Where's Sheila? These are very old souls. I heard that Kul and Sheila have come. I was so happy.
Om Shanti.